So great to see all of you again. We chatted last year at the Toronto International Film Festival, and I absolutely loved it. I think, Unjoo, I was your very first interview ever. So I'm honored. I'm honored for that. I love this movie so much, and I'm a huge Helen Reddy fan. So this just was brilliant. So Tilda, let's just start with you. I want to just ask you, how daunting of an experience was this? Because, you know, not only are you playing an icon, but a fellow Australian. I mean, you got to do her justice, which you absolutely did.
Thank you. Yes, very daunting. I mean, at the time that I found out I got the role, I was 23, living in Adelaide, and being asked to play like a 70s superstar and feminist icon who tracks to 48 and has 2 children. I was going, I don't know how I'm going to do this. But so that was a really definitely daunting. And then I think I started researching her, and the more I learned about her, the more I fell in love with her, and the more I terrified myself about actually trying to become her. So,
yeah. Yes. And you didn't meet her until much, much later. Why was that? Why was that your choice?
I think it was a choice me and Unjoo kind of made together. Unjoo had spent a lot of time with the family, and there's a lot of material of Helen online. Mm-hmm. And this is focusing on a very specific time in her life, and Helen's obviously in a very different time of her life now. So I think it was really important to just sort of stay in the present of that experience. And yeah, there was just so much material, and it's terrifying. So I think I probably would have got in my own way if I'd met her beforehand.
Understood. I get that. Unjoo, for you, thank you for bringing the story to the big screen. I appreciate that. Can you hear me okay? Unjoo, can you hear me? Oh, okay, we're good.
Can you hear me? You're frozen for me.
Oh no. Yeah. Okay, are we good now? Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, Unjoo, tell me a little bit about why you decided to bring this story to the big screen. I know that you had met Helen at an award ceremony, so that kind of got it all started.
Yes, and when I met her, you know, the song and her music really reminded me of growing up in the, you know, early 70s. I was a very young child. It was in Australia, and I had very clear memories of the way how whenever Helen used to come on the radio, how it used to impact my mother and her friends. They were homemakers and housewives, but suddenly the music would change to them, you know. They would just roll down those windows and let their hair loose, and they'd just become stronger and better. And I wanted to really try to understand who Helen was and how she got to that point in her life. And of course, as I started to research the movie, I started to see the scope and the depth and the breadth of her career, but also of her journey as a woman, and the choices that she'd made, and the point that she gets to in her life where she can make an independent decision and really embrace what her career has been.
Yeah. Why did you choose the wonderful Tilda? What was it about her? Although she just kind of does look a little bit like Helen, don't you all guys? Don't you agree? She really kind of does.
Well, that, you know, to be really honest, the first time I saw a photo of Tilda, it wasn't even we'd been looking, I had various casting directors and we were searching in 5 different countries for the right person. And the first photo I saw of Tilda was it wasn't even a casting photo. I happened to see a photo of her and she was standing in the street somewhere. And I did think in the back of my mind, oh, she's standing a little bit like Helen. Who is this person? But once I started watching her work and saw the incredible talent that she has as an actor, I'd watched 52 Tuesdays. I was pretty blown away by her. I was excited that she was also Australian because I thought that she could bring a lot to that role in that regard.
Absolutely.
But, you know, I was also worried because I think you were only 22 when I met you, Tilda. Is that right?
Yeah.
And you know, Helen plays 25 to 48 in the movie, but Tilda and I went for lunch and, you know, we were there at lunch for a really long time. It was like maybe 4 hours or something. I think that we just couldn't stop talking, but she didn't realize it at the time, but within the first 15 minutes, I could really tell that she would be an incredible Helen Reddy. I really sensed the way she would embrace this role. And she did. She melted so beautifully into this character with everything that she brought, both from her personal life and the incredible work that she did along the way as well.
Yeah, Danielle, I don't want to ignore you. My goodness, so much to ask you too. You're so fantastic in this. And might I just say right off the bat here that Unbelievable is my absolute top favorite series on Netflix. I think there's not a person I don't recommend that series. You are brilliant in that. So congratulations on that. Had to get that in there. But Danielle, to play someone like Lillian, man, another trailblazer in her own right. I mean, she was a fantastic person. What was it like to play somebody like that, to play somebody real? And also, why do you think her and Helen got along so well?
I mean, it was really incredible to get to play someone as kind of badass as Lillian, in my opinion. Like, she was truly a force to be reckoned with, everything I read about her. And she was also just really cool. So that was kind of just fun. But, you know, she was known as the mother of rock. And I kind of felt like that motherly energy that they say, like, she knows how to take care of everyone. She was kind of the queen of the New York underground rock social scene. And that, I think, made a lot of sense for why she felt protective of Helen. It was like, this girl is coming out here. She'd already done that 10 years ago. She'd already paved that way for herself. And now here was another young Australian. And I think she loved to connect people. Yeah. From everything I read, she really knew how to socialize. And I think she probably just felt very protective of Helen. And I don't know, there was always an Australian bond. That is kind of a real thing. I know that people say that, but in LA, when I made an Aussie, for some reason, I'm like, oh wait, this is just really easy. It's nice. So
yeah. And connect with Canadians too. I think the Aussies and the Canadians have some good connections as well, for sure. Okay, I got a couple seconds left. Definitely. Very quickly, I'm going to ask you each this question. Tilda, start with you. I Am Woman is such an anthem. It still rings true today, more than ever, really. But what's your anthem of your life? Tilda, start.
I have to say, and this might sound really cheesy, but I guess it is I Am Woman now after doing the film. I mean, really, every day I was so like, you'd step onto set and you go, oh, okay, how am I going to do this? And then you put on I Am Woman, you go, okay, I'm strong, I'm invincible, I can do anything. Let's do it. Like, I feel like that song's a pretty good anthem to listen.
I think that's a good choice. Okay, Unjoo, do you have something?
I Am Woman, definitely, but also it's now becoming our original song in the movie, Revolution, which is sung by Lily Donant. Yes. Helen's granddaughter, and I was saying before that they've just made history in Australia. We just opened the film in Australia and it's been trending #1. But interestingly, it's the first time that a grandmother and granddaughter have each have a song in the top 40. Helen has reprised I Am Woman here in the top 40. And Lily's song Revolution is also in the top 40.
That's fantastic. And Danielle, what's yours?
Gosh, it varies month to month, but I will say I listened to Linkin Park in the end 50 times in a row when I was younger because I have a weird obsession apparently. So I'll give you that one.
That's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. Ladies, thank you so much for your time. And thank you for this movie. Like I say, this just brought back. So I knew every single word to every single song. I sang along, and I honestly am not embarrassed to say that.
Fantastic. Thank you. It was a joy to meet you in Toronto and great to see you again.
Yeah, you too, ladies. So love y'all so much, and thank you for this movie. And we hope to see you back here in Toronto in person when we can all, travel safely. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye.